guys, welcome back to our channel from TwoBrownGirls. I'm Isolita.
I'm Brittany Doris, and today's topic is about natural hair. So kind of want to talk to you guys about our transition from relaxer, like our thoughts on wearing our natural hair, talk about a recent study that came out regarding some natural hair products, and just to have a conversation in general. So for me, I got a relaxer getting ready for the 8th grade social, and I was being grown. My grandfather was taking me to get my hair done. Obviously, he knows nothing about hair. So I told the stylist that I wanted a relaxer, and she didn't ask any questions, so I was like, let's roll with it. For me, I wanted a relaxer because all the girls back then had it. It was like the style. No one was rocking an afro puff like I was, so I wanted to have long straight hair like everybody else. So I stuck and made that decision, and it worked for me, honestly. My hair was flourishing.
Well, unlike Brittany, my hair was not flourishing. It was a horrible experience. Similar to you, I didn't get a relaxer probably until I was about 15 or 16 years old. I say similar because everyone was getting one, and I really, really wanted a relaxer. I used to get my hair hot combed or pressed. The lady that did my hair, she got sick, so she couldn't do my hair anymore. And my mom is not a hairstylist, to say the least. So she would straighten my hair, but it wasn't as straight as the lady.
Could never look the same as a beautician,
ever. She was just magical. But yeah, so I ended up asking my mom if I could get a relaxer. I did, and I already had pretty fine hair. And legit, it was just like stuck to my hair. It was bad. It was really bad. And so I started getting relaxed for 15, 16. That happened for about, call it 2 more years. But the crazy thing that I got relaxed, I'd get one relaxer a year.
So it was pointless.
It was pointless. Like, it was probably like one of the stupidest decisions I ever made. My mom should have never let me do it. And so transitioning over to college, I decided I wanted to stop getting relaxers and wanted to grow out my natural hair.
Well, for me, I made the decision to stop getting a relaxer. It was also during college. I think it was like 2009. But it wasn't because my hair was thin. It was looking frail. Like, my hair probably reached the longest length, which was like under my boob, in high school, which is when I was getting a relaxer. But I had an excessive amount of dandruff. And I'm not talking about, little flakes. I'm talking about like what happened, and washing your hair 2 or 3 times a week, which was not ideal. I didn't have the energy or patience for that. So I went to a dermatologist, and they were like, it could be the fact that you're putting this extremely harsh chemical in your hair once a month. I wasn't doing a once a year thing. I was going once a month. And from then I was like, well, do I want bone straight hair, or, do I want to wear my hair natural and not have this excessive, unattractive amount of dandruff? So I was forced into the decision because my hair was doing fine with the relaxer.
Yeah, no. So my transition, like I said, happened in college. So I ended up stopped getting relaxers, and I didn't chop all my hair off like everyone does a big chop. I didn't do that. I just continuously kept chopping hair off. And I decided to wear protective styles. So for those of you that don't know, protective styles consist of braids, weaves or extensions, crochets are now back in, cornrows, however you want to protect your natural hair.
Yeah, any style that doesn't require you to manipulate your own hair. Basically, a rule for naturals is if you don't have to touch your hair, it will grow. Yes. So less manipulation is better.
And that's what happened for me.
Yeah, but unlike Isolita, I did the big chop 3 times. My last one was in February of last year. But I'm not ever doing that again. It wasn't fun, to always have to wear earrings and makeup to feel like you're not a boy. I'm way past that point now. I don't think I'll ever do that, but yeah, that was my transition. But speaking of weave and extensions, so you have in extensions right now. I just took mine out because I'm on this journey of just 1, saving money, and then 2, to kind of just figure out who I am as a person. And so I'm like, took my nails off, took my extensions out. I cut a lot of expenses out, lavish expenses. Like, I don't know who I thought I was. But, so I'm kind of in a different transition. But you have natural hair. Your hair is long, but I have never seen it other than a picture of you while you're in the salon before you weave it up.
Yeah.
Why don't you wear your natural hair?
I think for me, it's maintenance.
True.
I think with extensions, you have to wash it, you have to care for it and things like that. But I feel like with my natural hair, for whatever reason, and it's probably just a me thing, but I feel like it would take more time and patience to deal with my natural hair. Yeah. Also, I do think it's almost like a subconscious thing, because to the fact of like the last time I've only let one person like do my hair consistently. And the last time I let someone do my hair, like, they chopped all my hair off. So I'm very, like, sensitive to going to other people. And, like, I live here in Charlotte, and I'm sure there are great, you know, people that can do my hair. But I'm just
that's
sensitive. So, but, I mean, for me, it's just, like, one, protecting my natural hair. Like, with the extensions that I have in currently, I wanted to... color my hair, which I wasn't going to do to my natural hair, and I wanted a short cut or a shorter cut with layers. Wasn't doing that to my hair at all. So I decided to get extensions, and I can flat iron it, curl it, straighten it, whatever I want to do without damaging the integrity of my hair.
Yeah, so like I colored my hair today, straightened it today, so kind of doing some different things with it. But one big difference between ISO and myself is that she rocks extensions, but she has a leave out. So a leave out is where you would have weave extensions, and you would have areas of your own hair exposed so that it blends better. So usually the area you have parted, or your parameter, so that your tracks or your weave isn't exposed. For me, I would wear a closure because my hair doesn't take well to heat. So if I had a leave out, that part would be bone straight, and then the rest of my hair would still curl up, which isn't cute. So I would wear a closure. But the problem with the closure is, you know, I have an closure. Like, even from afar, you may be like, oh, that's a nice hairstyle, but up close you can see the squares. And ladies, men can see those squares.
They know.
Yeah, is not they're not silly anymore. They understand that your hair doesn't grow like that. So for me, I wanted to take that out, give my hair a break from the protective styles, and see what works for me. I also saw a video on YouTube where a girl was talking about how she doesn't follow the hype meaning how her hair grew so much in a year. It was so much scandal on Instagram about it, but she did a video to explain how she was able to retain that growth. And for her, it was like, I straighten my hair once a month. I don't do all the products. I don't put a lot of oils in my hair. She's like, I don't do all those unnecessary deep treatments of cutting, like having eggs and mayonnaise in your hair. She's like, the product is used to wash your hair. She buys that to wash her hair, and that's it. And not saying I'm doing exactly that, but I think I'm on that journey to just do the basics and see what works for my hair and figure it out from there.
What type of products do you prefer to use? Because like we mentioned, we saw this article on the Shade Room, and they were talking about, you know, there's many chemicals and things that aren't FDA approved that are in some of these products. And the bad thing is they're in Black owned businesses. Yeah. And obviously, like, for the culture, you want to support these Black owned businesses. However, your health is a lot more important than your hair. Yeah.
So right now, honestly, before the article, I purchased like your traditional Tressemes, like the Pantenes, the herbal essence of the world. I went back to those products. One, because I had extensions, and using natural hair products, they have oils in them. Oils and extensions didn't work because no one wants greasy hair. At least not greasy extensions. So I had already transitioned back to that, but when I think about what I'm going to do in my hair, Tresseme worked for me. It wasn't until like numerous amount of natural hair products came out that I decided to try other things. But like I said, I'm going to go back to what works. So the Tresseme, the good old regular shampoo, conditioner is what I'll use, and then I use coconut oil to like moisturize my scalp, and then like some leave-in conditioners. But that's gonna be it unless I do like a twist out or something. I'll have to use a cream.
I think it's best, like, back to the basics is probably like the best thing you can do for your hair. You have to do what works for you.
Absolutely.
Because literally what could work for you wouldn't work for me.
Exactly.
Or vice versa. So I think that that's important. I remember like back in the day we used to have this shampoo and conditioner. It was like called Horse and Mane or something. Horse and Tail. Something like that.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
You sure that's not like a thing?
It's a thing. It's real.
Have any of y'all heard of that?
I will find it and put it in the description.
Horse and tail on my
like
hair.
Horse and mane. Well, horses have pretty hair.
Do they?
Yes.
I've never seen a horse with pretty hair. That looks like it needs to be combed, conditioned.
Oh, no.
But let me know about this product.
I will. I'll find it and I'll put it in the description bar below.
Please, because I don't believe you.
Just wait till you click on.
Yeah. So, hair, like we talked about this study, which freaks me out because a lot of the stuff that I was using, who knows what products it is. The study didn't tell you the brands or the products specifically. They just said it was shampoos, leave-in, conditioners, things like that. So that's a lot of different companies that sell products like that. So if we hear anything about the specific brand or whatever, we'll definitely keep you guys posted and let you know what works.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so speaking of like natural hair, protective styles, we talked about like how I do mine with closures, you have a leave out. But didn't you mention to me offline, obviously, that you did some type of tape?
Yeah. So it's very interesting because like I had a conversation with some guys and we were talking about hair and natural hair and weaves versus extensions, and it's very interesting because a lot of guys don't think that, for example, a white woman having long hair, like she can't have extensions, and
False.
9 times out of 10 a lot do. And so my hairdresser, he's actually Lumbee Indian, and he always comes back either from hair shows or just from like what's the new in type thing. So I took my extensions out, and sometimes I'll go on like lulls. Sometimes I'll like wear extensions for a long period of time, then I'm like I just want to take my hair out and I'll just wear my hair. But he came back and he mentioned that there's this new thing called tape-ins. And I was like, okay.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
It was interesting. It worked for a little bit.
Yeah, because like the tape to me would pull your hair.
It didn't pull my hair. It was like, it was almost like an adhesive, if you will. Dude, but the crazy thing is, I've seen a girl on YouTube, and she actually colored her hair like purple and blue, and like she just was a whole big thing. I could like link it down below. Her name is Nicole, and she did the tape and extensions, but it didn't damage my hair or anything.
Well, that's good, because it sounds like it's horrible.
Yeah, and
it's like the glue.
It wasn't glue. It wasn't glue. It was like some sort of tape, and like once you take it out, it's literally you just like shampoo your hair and the tape slides out. That's it.
Oh, yeah. That's not bad.
So it wasn't horrible. It was probably like the same amount of hair you would use when you brush your hair every day.
Okay.
So it wasn't like, an abundance or amount of hair that came out of my head or anything. So I tried that. I tried microlinks.
Never tried that.
Which are very interesting. You actually have like a small little link, and then you take a strand of hair and you adhese or link that to your hair. I liked it. It was interesting. It was different.
I wouldn't have tried that only because my whole point is to keep all of my hair at the same. So either I'm going to be all weaved up or it's going to be all down. And for me, like to have that and manage my hair on top of that seems like a job.
I think for me it was more of the I like a more natural hair. Everyone always asks me, or when I have conversations with people, they're like, well, why do you have like leave out? Because I prefer it.
Not to look like a wig. Yeah.
So I just prefer it. So I think that's why that I've tried these different things. And some of them was like, shouldn't have tried that. But it also wasn't damaging to my natural hair.
That makes sense.
So
I've had a shouldn't have tried that moment. Tried a quick weave. It's literally the way it sounds, quick weave. So it's basically where you take like a stocking cap and you glue tracks to the stocking cap. And underneath it, your hair is like molded, so it's hard to protect it from the glue seeping in. But the problem I had was after like a few days, the actual stocking cap started to slip back where it was basically like a junior wig. I say junior because it wasn't meant to like move on and off, and that's kind of what it was doing. I needed it for like a weekend, something I was doing, so wasn't a big deal, but it wasn't ideal. So I'm a sew-in type of girl. If I get extensions, there's no microblading, there's no adhesive, there's no quick weaving. It has to be sewn because I have to wash my hair once a week. I'm that person. So that's what works for my scalp. And I know people are like, you shouldn't wash your hair once a week, go 2 weeks. Who made up that rule?
That's a good question.
Like, why is that the rule for black people?
I have naturally like oily hair. Like
Same.
Oily.
Same.
So I have to wash my hair once a week.
Yeah,
because if not, it'll look bad.
And then your extensions need a refresh. Like I put holding spray in my extensions if I have it with any type of curl, wave, whatever. So after like 5 days of spraying on there, it looks bad. And then if you lay your edges, it gets flaky. Yeah. You need to wash your hair. So I don't know who came up with the 2 weeks rule, but I'm not buying it. I wash my hair every week. Yeah. But everyone's like, let me go to the salon every 2 weeks. If I could afford it, I'll be in the salon every 4 days. Please believe me.
For sure.
Every 4 days, minimum. Like, matter of fact, could you just wake up here while I'm getting ready? And a makeup artist.
That would be so much easier.
It would be. Life would be so great when we're rich.
Yeah.
We're rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll add that to the list.
So we talked about extensions. We talked about natural hair. Kind of like how we are rocking our natural hair. So on the next video, you guys may see me with actual, like my hair in its curly state. Don't wait on it. That could not happen, depending on how
I'm pushing for it.
Yeah, it's just the maintenance, like you said.
It is. It's maintenance.
To either do wash and goes like every day because I like my hair to be fresh and not like stale and dry, or to twist it out every single night. It's just a bit much.
And then you just have to like figure out what works best for you.
Yeah, and I'm scared because it's like it's like basically starting over again. Since I did the big chop in February of last year, I haven't worn my natural hair out, so this is like my coming out party. And I'm scared to like wake up and not know how my hair is gonna look. That's alarming, but I'll figure it out like I did the other 3 times I big chop. Or well, the other 2 times I big chop. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us today. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, like this video, and all of the things that we mentioned that we currently use, we'll be sure to put down in the description box below.
Give us comments, feedback. We look forward to it. And bye until our next video.
Bye, guys.
This is